Hey, g'day guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a few things on the CNC plasma table, the UNIMIG stealth plasma table. Anyway, let's get right into it, here we go. Yeah, so we got a problem down at the big carport down there that I've just built in a previous video. I'll leave a link in the description for that playlist. Anyway, there's a carport down there and it's missing something, it's just not quite right. Anyway, let's go and have a look. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's something that's been on my mind for a little while since I've built this. See this big triangle here? It's begging for something. It's missing something. Let's go inside and see if we can make something. So here we are at the plasma table. It's a UNIMIG Stealth 1200 and it's running a Cut 30. Anyway, it's pretty good little UNIMIG plasma cutter and a really good commercial grade UNIMIG stealth plasma table. I built the table earlier this year, so if you want to see that video, it'll be in the playlist. I'll put the link down in the description for you to have a look at anything that I've been using for the plasma table. So I've been using it a little bit. So I've made some little lifting eyes. That was one little project. I cut some 5mm plate for my mower deck on my tractor. A lot of people who've been around the channel for a while have seen my little tractor that I got. It's a little Massey Ferguson. And the cutter deck anyway was not looking real good, so I decided to repair it. I'll show you a couple of photos of that. And it was a mess. So I've rebuilt the whole cutter deck and used the plasma cutter to cut out all the compensating plates, is that it? For the spindles. Anyway, there's been a few other little projects, a few little speaker donuts I've cut out for Gary at AMC Restoration, so I've done a little bit of work with it, if you understand what I mean. That's paid work. So the table, it's paid for itself. Anyway, so I'm thinking about making this sign with the plasma table. So I've got a few ideas in mind. I'm going to contact a friend of mine, Rusty from Rusty's Metal Signs. He's been a long time supporter of the channel, and actually he's done a few signs for me for the zombie build way back. It's a couple of years ago now. We built this really wild looking 4-wheel drive up on a little 4-cylinder Mitsubishi Lancer body underneath the Lancer body. Anyway, I'll put a link for that video as well. But Rusty did a few signs for me for that, and he shipped them across. This is way before I had a plasma table, and he shipped them across because he's on the other side of the country. I don't know how many ever thousands of kilometres Western Australia is. It's on the other side of the world for me. So he did a few signs for me. Now I've asked him if he could whoop up a bit of a logo for me, and he said he was working on it. So I'm going to have a bit of a fiddle to see what I can make with some logos, design work. I'm going to do a little bit of design work. Not real good at designing. Anyway, so I'll see what I can come up with, and if it's no good, I'll get Rusty to whoop me up a sign or two. And I'll start with a smaller one, see how it looks, and then if I need to go to a bigger one, I'll probably do that. Anyway, let's start getting into the design side and see if I can actually make some. I'm pretty fast on a keyboard. Anyway, let's get into that. Okay, let's start on this. Hang on. Done. Love it. As it is, I think I suck at design work. But old mate Rusty has come through. He's freaking awesome. He's made this really nice logo. It suits kind of what I do. It's a bit hard to see in the on the screen, but I'll have to see if I can start cutting it out and see what actually comes out, how it comes out. I'm going to try a smaller one first in 1.6 mil. Everyone's plasma cutter is a bit different, so I won't tell you the speeds or anything now. They do have, like if you were to buy a UNIMIG stealth plasma table, they'll give you a cut chart on speeds and on torch height, arc, and here's the design that Rusty came through for me, and it's pretty hard to see with the glare on the screen. It does look really good. I like it. It's going to look different out on the metal, but we will sort of see where it goes. But what I'm going to do first is just do a test cut with this thickness and the speeds and everything. So give me a minute and I'll just find a little thing in the shape manager, because if you go to up here, we got a shape library. I'm not sure if you can see it, and you can pick all these different shapes and everything, which are bloody awesome. So you can make little brackets or tabs or, you know, any of these kind of designs. I've made a few like this, and you just go over and configure, boom, and then you can scale it in size. Like at the moment that's 100 and over on this side you can actually scale it a little bit, change different size, or even if you want to in the cut page. It's a really neat design. Once you go to the cut page, you can then go to design tools. I hope you can see some of this stuff. It's pretty glary on the screen. So you can then actually change the scale and change the size. Like it says 105 at the minute. Like, I mean, you see my really pretty face right there. But you can go over here and change the percentage. And then you come over here and go, say, I don't know, 50% of that, and confirm, boom, and it's down to 52. So there's a bit of stuff you can do. I might just cut one of these little ones out, and at the speed and everything that I got it at 2550, and there's some of the other current settings that I'm using. A bit hard to see with the glare. Anyway, so I'll put you guys on a tripod and just cut it out of a little bit of scrap here and see if the speed and everything works good. Anyway, leave with me. One of the really cool features on this program is that you can do a walk frame. Sounds kind of funny. And you click on it and it works out the size of it, and if it's all good, you just push cut and away you go. So that's what we're going to do. I like it. Happy with it. Let's go. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, the magnet won't let it go. So there we go. Nice little piece. Cut pretty quick. That was real time. So what I might do is set up the big sheet with the big design, and fingers crossed. I don't want to wreck into a big sheet, but for some reason it just decided to cut a big circle in the middle of the job. Right. What's going on with that? That doesn't look too bad. The little established EST didn't come out real well, and the noughts, they're meant to come out like this, but it didn't quite work. But probably because the design is too small. Like I've shrunk the whole design down just to see if it'd actually work, and I gotta say it looks alright. Looks alright, Rusty. Now I'm going to try the really big one, the 1100mm. That might be a bit scary. I don't want to wreck that much steel. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, see what happens. So stay tuned. I'm not just going to take the dross or the slag off the back. I'm got something else planned. Anyway, it'll look really good when I'm done. Anyway, just leave it with me. So there we go. That looks alright, eh? Nice little bit of clear coat on the top to give us a bit of a, not a gloss finish, but a sort of a satiny finish. And it still looks a bit rustic because I didn't paint it other than clear coat. And I think it's going to hold up alright. I've just used that bit of sign board behind it. And I've just put a little piece of wire around the top there so I can pull it up with a rope. And hopefully I can get some help. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, let's go and get this sign up. So it's probably about, I don't know, it wouldn't be 20 kilos. What's that, about 35 pounds or something? Anyway, it's not that heavy. It's just a bit awkward, and if I slipped climbing up a ladder with this thing, it could, you know, do some damage to me and possibly the sign. So I've got Gary from AMC Restorations coming to give me a hand. So it is a couple of days later, nice spring day, and you can see all the purple flowers from the jacaranda tree. Doesn't that look nice? Yeah. Anyway, ready to get set up on the old Watsy. So just waiting for help to arrive, and we'll get into it. Here we go. Well, that's up there. Looks alright, eh? I had to put a couple of back blocks, or blocks of timber, behind the corrugated iron up there, just to give me a bit of confidence that it was not gonna, what's the word, fall down and cut me in half. Yeah. Anyway, it does look like it's always been there. Yeah, before you go, don't click off yet. I just want to let you know a few of the things that in the previous video of the UNIMIG table, you know, where I built the table, I had a few questions for UNIMIG. Anyway, they've answered them for me. How surprising. So I do have to thank Rusty for whooping up that design for me. It's really appreciated. If you haven't seen Rusty's channel, it's not just a channel, it's a business that he runs. So it's Rusty's Metal Signs, and he's over in WA in Australia, but I believe he'll ship just about anywhere in Australia. So if there's anyone out there that needs some decorative signs or fence or something, just shipping is the harder part. But I'm pretty sure he could work something out, or if you've got a CNC plasma table, he might be able to work out a design for you, like how he has for me. He's done a couple for me in the past. He did, anyone who's been around the channel for a while, they've sort of noticed that this one I've got up here for Zombie, the Outbreak, it actually looks pretty cool, and there's another one that goes on it. He's been very helpful with the whole process, even with you know, settings for the CNC plasma for the cutting program. Like I'm really a novice, like especially with the design side of things, as you can see. So it's been a really big help. So I'm sure he can help you. I'll put his Facebook details down. He's got a Facebook page as well, and you know, you'll be able to follow him and so forth. Anyway, Rusty's Metal Signs. He'll be able to help you out. He's a really nice guy. Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, anyway, so that's all the cutting sort of things I've done. I did speak with the tech support people at UNIMIG, the plasma table section. I had a couple of questions for UNIMIG when I installed the table and everything, and they saw the video and they were quite happy with it. They didn't have any beef or anything like that, which was nice. And I had a couple of questions about, you know, like the water level. Would have been nice to have a water level mark. And they said, well, not everybody brings it up to that height. You can certainly have it at that height where I put it, and it's a good thing that I put a mark there. But their manual just doesn't tell you to what level. You know, some people apparently run it dry, and some people run it just with a little bit of water in the bottom. Some people run it right up to the top, where it's actually touching the cut material, or the material to be cut. So he said, you know, we'll just change the wording in the manual. Does that make sense? I said, yeah, that's pretty much it. As long as it's up to the individual on how high they want it. There was just no direction other than 170 litres. for the table. So that was one of the things. The other one was the earth clamp, and I kind of didn't really think about it, but he said, well, water's conductive, isn't it? I said, yeah, you're right. And he said, well, so all the bars, will, if they're under water or in water, they'll be conductive. The table is earthed. And I sort of said, yeah, you're right. I've still got a clamp on it. He said, yeah, that's no problem. It would give you some assurance that there's definitely no misconnection, because you don't want it to stop halfway through a job. And he was happy with that. He said, yeah, that's fine. It's up to you. But, you know, a lot of the big companies don't even bother putting an earth onto the job itself. They just rely on the water. Being a water table, water's conductive, it'll all be good. But overall, UNIMIG support was really good. They're nice people to chat to. They're understanding. They're in the industry themselves. They know exactly what they're doing. They're not just salespeople. So if you've got any questions for UNIMIG support, you know, certainly reach out to them. If you've got a problem with your machine or your table or anything that's UNIMIG, they'll certainly help you out. No problem at all. Anyway, I've got to wrap this one up before it gets too long, and we will be working on something else real soon. I've got a new project in the midst. Not just the Brumby. I'm still working on the Brumby, bits and pieces here and there as I collect parts, but there's another project I'm about to start. I'll be using the plasma table to cut some parts and things for it. Yeah, so if you made it this far, I must be doing something right. Hopefully the video's been informative and semi/entertaining enough for you. If it has, really appreciate that for you sticking around. And you could help out the channel if you really want. Mate, mate, could you buy me a coffee? That'd be bloody awesome if you could. It really helps out the channel and helps me support some of the builds that I'm trying to do. I really appreciate the few people that have done that already. It's made a massive difference. Anyway, if you haven't already, consider subscribing, and we will catch you on the next one. See ya.